What's up everybody? We're back out again today and we're doing another hospital in Belgium. If you've seen the last one, you know what we're all about. We love these here abandoned places, we love these abandoned hospitals. But if you haven't, go check it out. But let's get into it. So yeah, as you can see, we're basically standing on top of Belgium. One of the biggest abandoned hospitals in Belgium. We're standing here, right now, we're going to do this here. And let's get into it because this one's actually a really good one. The top few floors are completely stripped. There is renovation happening. Not renovation, but they're stripping the building out. Okay, that's a bad thing for some, but in some cases it's actually a good thing because they've left so much, and when people realise some of the buildings are being stripped, they don't go near them. But wait till we get down to the lower levels, as things start to pick up. I understand it's a wee bit shitty now, but trust me, stay tuned and you'll enjoy this here one. So let's get straight into it. Let's see what we can find and let's get hunting. So getting into things, we're on the top floor, we're going to work our way down. Now disclaimer, I have said already, part of this here is stripped, and you're going to see, as you can see actually now, the top floors are. But as we work our way through the building and work our way down, it does become more and more less stripped, essentially. You'll find there's some floors with everything in it, from beds, the gurneys, the just everything. It's hard to kind of list everything off, but everything's there in some of these floors. This would have been one of the wards, but imagine just sitting up in one of these here wards. You're in your hospital bed and you get this amazing view. Like, what else can you can't really complain in that aspect. Okay, you might be sick, but fuck me, these views are amazing, and they're not really ones you want to put past, sorry. So let's make our way downstairs, check out some of these here rooms, and enjoy the journey as we go along. Let's go. Making our way down through another one of the floors. You can kind of see this condition, it's slowly getting better. There's slowly more stuff coming into play. You can see at the very end, just past where Jamie is, there's a hospital bed. So the lower we go down, the more stuff will appear.
So that's what I said,
But,
exactly.
so we'll work our way through, we'll head down, and more stuff will slowly appear. What we'll do is, I'll catch you when we get to that bed, because I'm sure a lot of you don't want to be walking with me the whole way there. So about 5 hours later, we eventually got to the end. As you can see, like I was saying, hospital bed just down at this end. And as you can see, over here there is a bit more stuff. More hospital beds. Now bear in mind, this place has hundreds of hospital beds left around. So you're going to see so many, especially whenever we go down the floors. Like, so many of these here rooms are just so photogenic. You could sit here all day and take photos and stuff, but our main focus is the videoing, as you are watching it now. But this place is insane. You're going to be wondering why my hood's up. Hood's up because I had to rush out this morning to basically get here, to bring you all this here, so I am a bit of a mess in that aspect, so just ignore the hood. It's not normally my style. But yeah, look at all these hospital beds here. Like, just so many just sitting here. Now, what I will say as well, as we were making our way here, we obviously made our way up the floors, and in doing so, we managed to uncover there's thousands of patient documents left here, just sitting downstairs in one of the bottom floors, just sitting there for anybody to take and anybody to read, which is absolutely insane. Normally them things should be destroyed right away, but you know how it is whenever it comes to abandoned places. A lot of things are just left neglected and no one really cares about them anymore. So, coming down onto the 7th floor, we've got a window. Someone has decided to put in. But even look at this here, like I was saying about upstairs, all the patient files and documents, they're just thrown into a room and they're just left here for people just to come read and basically breach people's private, you know what I mean? I'm not going to go near any of them, I'm not going to show any of them because I don't want to leak anybody's personal information. If the people are dead or alive or whatever, it's not my place to do so. But it's insane that it's just all been left here and I've been allowed to do it. Like, look, they're just stacked up on pallets, like they've been here for storage. And even in that room over there, which we'll see here to the right, it's the complete same. And it's just, it baffles me on how people and the governments can get away with this. Okay, we're not in the UK by toxic. We're in a complete different country in Europe. Like, look at this. Like, okay, we're not in the UK. We're in Europe. Complete different system, but you would still think they would have some sort of decency for people's private information. Like, it completely baffles me, and it like confuses the shit out of me how governments and bodies are allowed to do this. Like, look at that. Like, look at that shot on its own. That just tells a fucking story of people over here don't care. Again, full of records. And that's not even going off the rooms to my left that I haven't even shown. You know what I mean? This is insane. The amount of records there is here. But that's the abandoned world for you. It's like I said upstairs. If we didn't have stuff like this, it wouldn't make half of these explorers as interesting what they are. And I know some people, and I know some of you are suckers for all this abandoned stuff in terms of the documents being left behind, because it tells a story. Okay, there might be an issue of why it's happened, but you never know. This is insane. There's boxes upon boxes. What I find really interesting is all these old machines that get left behind. That really interests me. There's always so much. Like, look over there. In the midst of everything, you have a machine there. You have a machine there, there. And these ones here, there's always so much left behind. But this is the one that draws my attention. Has a big oxygen mask sitting on the top of it. Makes me think, what was this used for back in the day? Is it a ventilator? Is it what? It's hard to tell. A lot of this is in German. Sorry, not German. A lot of this is in French. Could be German, because here they speak Dutch, German, and French. So, a lot of this equipment, I don't know what I'm looking at. And it's the same whenever it comes to a lot of things. I don't know what I'm looking at here, because I can't read the signs. Like, if I was to go into some of these books, I can't read them. Like, they're not in English, you know what I mean? Actually, I think this one is. I eat my words. But a lot of the stuff here isn't in English, and it's hard for me to kind of get a grasp on what went on here without fully diving into the history of it all. But it's insane. As you can see, it's starting to get slightly cleaner, but obviously still vandalized, still wrecked. You scared the crap out of me because I was looking down. But as you can see, obviously everything on the ground is patient documents, right? So we're going to try and show not too much, but look at this. Old x-rays and stuff all here. Let's see what else. That looks all like jaws. Yeah, so it's like all teeth records and stuff, as you can see. People's old teeth. That's insane. So let's have a wee look. What else is there? Again, look around me. Patient files, but enough of the patient files anyway. We've spoke about that so much. There's just piles upon it, and we're just gonna have to climb over them essentially to get into this room, which actually has medicine and stuff left behind, just piles of it on the floor. So God knows what else there is, like, and God knows what some of this here, some of this stuff is, sorry. Like, I would love to know, but oh my God, look at that. I have a good chunk of things left behind. Oh, I love finding these. Like, I know that sounds so stupid and nerdy to people, but I love whenever I find all these old machines, especially whenever it comes to this type of stuff, as I'm a specky fucker myself. But look at that. Love finding these. The what's? See, within the last lot of years, these explorers have just got better and better. And I tell you what, we're not even finished here. We've got so many more trips planned, so many more places to go, and I cannot wait. We're gonna find more stuff like this here. They've started to essentially demolish the place, and in doing that, it's going to take them probably the next load of years to do so, because all these walls, all these slates, all the tiles around us are all asbestos riddled. So all that is going to have to come out so they can start actually taking this building down and doing something serious with it. But that's insane. I love whenever I find these as well. Like, there's just something about this here nerdy science shit that I like. I don't know anything about science in the slightest, but when you find stuff like this, it's nice to find. So that you don't really come across it too much. The hospital beds you come across a wee bit more, more often than others. You know what I mean? But let's see what else we can find. This place is full of gems by the looks of it, and I'm only discovering this all myself right now, because I only walked up from the stairs upwards. So let's see what the gems have to hold for us. Yo, that's a drip bag, isn't it? Or an IV bag, whatever it's called. Just hanging there beside that. It's pretty sick. Might have to set up a photo here, move that over, and get a wee photo there before the sun goes down. The fader must have been here somewhere, if these lights and stuff are here, which is insane. If I'm correct by saying that's part of it. They're the arms that go on the lights and the beds and stuff. So there's a high chance that the whole fader's been stripped and someone's stolen the copper and all out of it, because that's parts of it as well. So the hopes are slowly dwindling away, but we'll stay positive. We still have this whole Explorer for us to check out, and I love it. I'm loving it so much. We're down on one of the upper floors, and look what we've came across. One of the really, really old retro surgical rooms that we have found, dating back to about 1985, give or take. But look at this here. This is proper old. This is like what we would have found in the abortion hospital whenever you first did that there. Look how old this is. The bed is about 8-9 foot long. Like, why didn't it be so long? But look, old leather straps for holding people down and stuff for whenever you're doing surgery or whatever on them. But that's insane that that's here. So that just shows the age of this hospital. But look at that. You can't say that's not amazing. Like, just take that in for a second. Look how amazing that is. This place is huge, and it's really hard to tell on camera because the camera condenses everything down and makes everything look small. Like, look how old and retro that bike is. It just seems the lower we get, the more old everything's becoming, and the more retro everything's becoming. That's sick. This is obviously where the saddle would have used to be. That's weird. That must have been for if you had a broken leg. It means you could still be active or something. That's pretty cool. But then, as you can see, the lower and the lower and the lower we go, the more pristine this place is becoming, like I was saying from upstairs. Like, to show how beautiful some of this building is, look at this room. Basically untouched, not damaged at all. Well, reasonably not damaged. This bed and everything's just sitting here. Don't know if another explorers came, set this up, or it's just been sitting like this ever since, and no one's ever touched it. But look how amazing that is. Like, everything's just here. The old handle for pulling yourself up out of bed, chair for a loved one to sit beside you, eat your dinner, make a wee phone call, and then I don't know what this is, and I don't know if it's a bottle of piss, but all I know is it went out of date in 2001, and it's been there ever since. So this is where we start getting into the cream of the creme, where everything has been crammed into, from wheelchairs, the cages for the documents, the equipment, to dental rooms.
I enjoyed this hospital more than the other one.
Yeah, definitely. And look, big cans for the what probably was food one stage, but what this probably is an old X-ray machine actually. No, it's a dental. The old dental. So go down here and he says, oh my god! Yeah, so we're in the old dentist area. This is insane. Look at all these jars that would have been full of stuff back in the day. Holy crap. And there's more just there piled up. Damn. But yeah, you rarely get to see dental stuff. And like you very, very rarely see dental stuff. So this is amazing for you and me to see. See the dental chair sitting. Is that what they would put teeth in? These here? I don't know. But, oh, look at the old surgical light and all sitting here beside it. That's cool. That is really cool actually. I'm really, really enjoying this. And what I've realised is the fucking security booth is right in front of me. So I'm actually gonna move out of here because I don't want bombarded by security. Because we don't know if they're on site, if they're not. All we know is they have armadillos and cameras in the area. But look at this. Even an old typewriter just sitting here. This is so cool. I'm really, really enjoying this. Really enjoying this. I have to say I was not expecting this. And look in here, even more machines.
Look in that, it's incubators for fucking babies.
Whoa, oh my god. This is insane. Holy crap. So first we have what I believe is an x-ray machine. X-ray machine goes in the fucking incubators for babies. No way. So me going from saying never found dental equipment, never found dental chairs, I've never found this. Like never have I found these here before in my life. This is insane. It's kind of sad though as well, but it's insane. It's so cool to see. It's an amazing piece of history. Is obviously fell in our lap today. But look how cool that is. So a wee baby would have been in this back in the day. So cool. Obviously the airlines for its gas and stuff and its air. It's sad, but it's cool. Not sad in the aspect of all sick babies have to go into them. I don't think they do. I'm not too sure. I'm not one that knows all that, but it's so cool to see. And I was not expecting it at all. Not at all in the slightest from this here Explorer to find something like that. Because I'm going to do a lot of these Explorers over here that you're going to see within the next coming while. I've went into them all blind. So I've never known that any of this is here. Old heart rate monitors, things to put drips on. This is insane. So crawling into this room, look at this. More surgical equipment just left. This floor is just the cream of the creme with it. I think I've already said that multiple times. But it just keeps... What is that? Yo! Is that an old thing for checking people's eyes? Look at that! No way this is all just left here. I was not expecting half of this stuff. This is proper old shit. Pardon my language for anybody that doesn't like to swear, but holy fuck. This is sick. Imagine back in the day using this, doing whatever you do for patients. Boop, 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 boop. This is insane. Floppy disk. Why does it go in? That way. Pop that in. Close that over. Reads it. You get your paper thingy out of here. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. This is amazing. This is so cool. You go inside, you close it yourself. You get all your readings for here. Yo, this is amazing. So cool. What is that? An old oxygen mask? I'm assuming when it came out, my hands are covered in grease. But oh my god. Like, see, whenever I was staying earlier, I was on the roof saying how we're going to explore this out. It's going to be amazing. I wasn't expecting this at all. Like, in the slightest, I was not expecting this. This place is shot up beyond my beliefs of what we would find in here. Like, not in the slightest was I expecting to find any of this. And it just goes on and on and on. Like, there's so much that probably me, Airborne, and Jamie won't see. Because we'll miss so much of it. Because how amazing this place is. In terms of, there's just so much stuff. Like, look here. Another chair. What is this? Gas bot? No, they're stopping people from going to places. Bollards. But look at this. More chairs. I'm assuming that's another dental chair, another bed. There's just so much stuff here. Floor cleaners and all. It's crazy how we were saying about patient documents being left behind. But it's also crazy how half of this here stuff can get left behind as well. Thousands upon thousands of pounds, euros, or whatever in equipment just left here. This is amazing. I'm loving every ounce of this Explorer. And I'm up to apologise when I'm going so fast. I just want to get around and see it all before we lose light. Because it's just more and more and more. What is this? Is that for testing someone's oxygen levels? If so, that's sick. I just keep going, man. Another dental chair. Holy flip. This place is rich in equipment. Not in the literal sense. I thought someone was behind me there. But there's something running. But in the literal sense as well. There's just so much cool stuff here. What is that? Like, this video is going to be for so long. There's so much stuff here, man. And I wish I could over exaggerate my reaction, but at the same time I don't want to, because I want my channel to be pure and let people know that I don't fake my reactions when it comes to this stuff. So you can see me being excited because I'm genuinely excited about all this stuff. This is so cool. I'm loving every ounce of this. What is that? Holy fuck. There's so much in there. I think that's all to do with oxygen levels and stuff. I'm not too sure, but there's so much in here. Look at this lobby. So this is where you would come in, essentially, when you're first coming into the hospital. This is where people would first come in. They're walking into this big great room with this big chandelier looking ass thing behind us. But this is mad. Absolutely insane. The amount of equipment that is here. I know I've said it over and over and over again. It's crazy. Like, we look over here. There's just beds upon beds, chairs upon chairs, and equipment upon equipment that could probably be used elsewhere, but never will be because it's all outdated. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a few photos now. I'm going to have a look around, enjoy it, take it in, grab a wee bit of B-roll, and we'll see what else we can find, and we'll go on from here. But this is insane. You can see someone's obviously tried to start a fire in here in the past. It's just crazy as it is on its own. But this is fucking mad. I'm loving this. So as we've made it down to the bottom floors, you can just see the amount of beds that have just been left here over the years. Like, everything's just been stockpiled into this one room. It's insane. And it's like I was saying, just beds upon beds. And the further we go down into these rooms, it's exactly the same. Everything's just stockpiled. Like the likes of them TVs there, spray painted on, look cool. But in between it all, it's just beds. Just all stockpiled in. And nobody really understands, like, the amount of fucking beds that's here. It's absolutely crazy. So guys, that is us finished, wrapped up on this here Explorer. You can see the place behind me. It is fucking massive. But what can I say? It was an amazing Explorer nonetheless. Amazing Explorer. And for anybody who knows where this is and is wanting to do it, I would recommend it. It's fucking amazing. Pardon my language. I don't like to curse in my videos, but I have to say this Explorer was really, really good. So like I was saying, I'm going to end it here. We've had to leave early. Didn't get down to the complete bottom floor. We had people show up and we didn't really want to risk it because we don't know this country, we don't know the people. So we don't want to risk it being security or being other explorers that might ruin the video or whatever it be. So with this edit, we're just going to leave. So that's what we've done. So that being said, if you haven't already, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, do whatever you want, like, comment and subscribe, because it really helps me out. Let me know what you thought about this building. If you know some of the French that was on the building, the French, German or Dutch, as this country speaks all three of them, let me know what some of the stuff said, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Thank you everybody for watching, and we'll see you all later.